All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video with numbers. Today we've got quite a bit to cover. Um, all right, first of all, the fusion is live right now. Um, Personally, I think is definitely one to look out for, definitely one that you'd want to go for. I think he's got a lot in his kit that would help mid game, even some end game players maybe. But yeah, I think he's really good. We also have Lemonisi, the chase event, out right now. Um, yeah, so there's a lot to talk about. Some new champs in. The fusion event is live. So let's let's branch it off. Let's start with the fusion. All right. So yeah. So here you have all the events. All right. Let's start with how many events you can skip. So Summon Rush. Anyway, let's actually first go to the fusion. Okay, that's cool. So you're gonna need to get 4 Void Champs for this, right? Garm Yellowhand. And he's a fragment summon. Here he is. So you're gonna need 400 fragment pieces in total. Okay. So if we go to the news for Titus, let's see, you get 25 from the Summon Rush, 25 from Dungeon Divers, 25 from Gear Enhancement, 25 from Champ Training. That's 4 in total. There's 2 Gear Enhancements and 2 Dungeon Divers usually. Ooh, there's 3 Gear Enhancements actually. Okay, so purely from events, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so from events you can get what, just under 2 Gum Yellow Hands sorted. So make sure you have enough energy saved up for Dungeon Divers and Champ Training. It's gonna be really difficult. Um, Luckily they coincide um a little bit, so that's when you really want to target min maxing. Tournament wise, we do have the Dragon tournament up right now as of me recording this video. Started today on the 3rd. Champ Training 3rd to the 7th also starts today. We have Dungeon Divers starting tomorrow on the 4th, as well as a Summon Rush. So those 3 are currently overlapping. So Dragon Tournament, Champ Training, Dungeon Divers. So you're gonna wanna min max your energy on Dragon with the the thought to not just farm for Dungeon Divers, but farm Champ Training. Then we have Classic Arena Takedown. Those are easy. One, so there must be 2. Okay, so there's 2 Classic Arena Takedowns. That's an easy 50 fragments, right? Spider Tournament. Okay, Corrosa Conquest Tournament. Okay, Ice Column. All right, pretty standard. Um, don't see anywhere where they're offering extra, so you might need to complete every single one. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So you have 16 events out, right? You would literally have to not miss any events in order to get all 400. That means make sure you get all the champ chase points, make sure you get all the summon rush points. Um, yeah. So if you've not prepped well enough, it's going to be very difficult. Um, I think this is going to be more energy intensive than shard intensive, looking at the tournaments and the events. Um, there's one summon rush event which is going to give 25. I don't see champ chase might be for the soul. They might have a champ. No, there's the champ chase. Sorry. So the champ chase is here. So yeah, make sure you have enough shards saved up for the summon rush coming up tomorrow. On that note, with the summon rush coming up, I don't know. Is it in the news here? Awakening, blah blah. It should have been. Drop fever events? No. Well, Chimera balance, blah blah. Here we go. Triple summon party. So we can have a 2 times on primals with a 10x for Kurosa. On top of that, there's also a 15x on the other shards for progressive chance. And there's pretty good champs for that. Prava, that new champ, Alva Autumnborn, and Zatanna Fabian, Uko, and Dune Herald is kind of, I think, the worst of the lot, but pretty good as well. Sifi, Noel, and Diamant. He actually just got a buff, seems pretty useful now. So yeah, some really good champs to get from there. There's also Demythus here from Void Shards. Really good choices. So yeah, some very, very, very interesting things can be happening on your account in the next couple of days if you're ready for it. Um, with that being said, let's go in. What is Lemonisi's Sylvan Watcher, I think, hey? Yes, she is. All right. So she looks cool. Dual swords, in heels, which is insane. Got a crazy, like, glowing arm rune or tattoo. I don't know, whatever you want to call that. Yeah, it looks really cool. Lemonisi the Goldwing. I read over kit. It seems interesting. And it seems interesting because it's a very niche kit. So let's go with A1, double hit, single target attack. If the target's under a shield, each hit has a 25% chance of decreasing the shield value by 10%. Not insane, but could be useful. I mean, if you hit hard enough, you could just drop the entire shield anyway, but also, that means you wouldn't need damage to drop the shield. It's kind of like if the shield's at 100k and you hit for 25 on your first hit and it procs this 10% decrease, that's essentially 35k against the shield, and then the second hit does the same thing. You're looking at around 70,000 dropped on the shield just from her. That's a very big shield, by the way, but yeah, just a quick example. Um, Also ignores 50% of the target's resistance if they are from the Corrupted Alliance. If they're not under shield buffs, or just ignore 10% of the defense straight. So if you can just steal those shields, her A1 might hit. A 10% ignore defense is pretty good, and it's a double hitter. Throw it in a Savage set or Merciless, she could be doing well. So wanted to see Corrupted Alliance is Demon Spawn, Undead Hordes, Dark Elves, Knights Rev, some really good champs to go against here, who undoubtedly are difficult to deal with, Corrosive being one of them. Wither, Lamasu, Chalco, Duchess, a lot of good champs over there. Let's go back to Lemonisi. Alright, so A1's pretty decent. Nothing spectacular, but could get the job done. A2 is a little bit different. I think this is probably her best move for me. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Okay. Each hit has 100% chance of removing 2 random buffs from the target. Will also ignore 50% of the target's resistance if they're from the Corrupted Alliance. The skill deals more damage equal to the value of the target's current turn meter. Okay. So you want to look out for 2 things when using her in PvP and PvE, whatever the case may be. One, are there a lot of Corrupted Alliance champs that you're going against? If so, she's perfect for that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Number two, when using this A2, right? Essentially you want to attack someone who's got some buffs on, and a champ who has a high turn meter, right? So yeah, A3, double hit AoE, pretty nice. Oh, Let's go back here quickly. This is a 5-turn book belt down to 3-turn cooldown, which is really good. This one is on a 4-turn book belt down to a 3-turn. A3 Venerated Warrior attacks all enemies 2 times. First hit has a 75%, bookable up to a 100% chance of placing a heal reduction for 2 turns. Second hit has a 50%, bookable up to 75% chance of placing block buffs for 2 turns. Will also ignore 50% of the target's resistance if they are from the Corrupted Alliance. As you can see, if anyone is from the Corrupted Alliance, you're doing a lot of debuffing on them, or a lot of strips on them. Okay. Also, you're getting quite a significant increase to damage on them because you're ignoring defense here. 10% on here. What is this? It's also target resistance. Yeah. Passive receives 15% less damage from enemies under heal reduction. Okay, pretty good. Fills turn meter by 5% whenever an enemy receives a shield buff or is healed. Now, hear me out. Shield buffs is currently, I think, what's going into the meta now. I mean, the fusion Titus Black Plume is here. Yeah, he's pretty much all about shields. We went over his kit the other day. He just, like, give him shield, he'll do damage. Put a shield, she's getting 10 meter. Put up heals, she's getting 10 meter. So yeah, pretty interesting 2 champs over there. We went over the other 2 champs that were being introduced as well alongside Titus. That was being Osgrin the Defiler and Amok the First Satrap. I think these two, for me, seem just a bit more useful compared to like Lemonisi and maybe even Titus a little bit. But don't get me wrong, Titus can still do massive work for you in quite a lot of areas with his A2. Can be very deadly. I've seen some test plays with it, and it looks like it can deal tons of damage. Yeah, so in terms of the tournaments and events, you're not going to buy that. Sorry, man. Summon Rush is tomorrow. Dungeon Divers is tomorrow. Um, Fusion wrap-up event or warm-up, sorry, is happening right now. Just give it a second. There we go. Champ training is up. So if you have skill tomes that you've been waiting to apply, chuck them in. Dragon tournament's up. If you're ready to obviously throw in some energy for that, toss it in. Until then, that's about it for me, guys. Yeah, a lot of things to look over. Make sure you're ready for this fusion. Make sure your shards are prepped. I personally don't have a lot of shards, but you know, I'll make it work. I'm running Demon Lord as much as I can, hoping for shards. So yeah, let's just keep pushing. Yeah, we'll update every day before live arena on how the fusion's going. Make sure you also have gold lined up. Don't forget, Clan Shop has gold, Clan Shop has energy. Make use of those. Let's go here. No, Bazaar has energy and some silver. Make use of that. So yeah, Clan Shop and Bazaar, make use of those. Forge, sell off some gear if you need to get some extra coinage for some gear enhancements. You know, we got 3 of those coming. Those are quite costly. You want to be getting as many fragments as possible. All right, that's gonna be it for me today, guys. Um, take it easy. I'm about to go run some Dragon tournament. Make sure I clear that as soon as possible, and then hop onto some champ training. It's gonna be it, guys. Cheers. Much love. Hope you guys make the fusion. I'll see you guys later.